Hello everyone and welcome to Photo Finds. I'm your host Gavin Hatch. This week we're at Universal Orlando Resort. We stay at Loews Royal Pacific Resort, one of the on-site hotels at Universal Orlando, which you have to go and stay at. Any of their on-site hotels are fantastic, so I highly recommend all of them. But this one, I've stayed at before. It was 4 years ago. They recently remodeled all the rooms at all their on-site hotels, the Hard Rock, Portofino, and Royal Pacific. So I was really excited to see this new setup and the new design, and it's beautiful. We'll see that in a second, but this is us pulling up here to the hotel. This hotel just really, the whole resort takes you away and puts you in the tropic islands, and you just feel like you're not even in Orlando. Now, I didn't take pictures of everything at Universal or the hotel, but I did go ahead and just want to show you some key things, such as like the lobby area. This is where you check in here, and then they also, when you walked in, had this beautiful giant Christmas tree, and it was just, of course, themed to the resort, and they had this cool gingerbread display underneath it that went around it with a train. And the gingerbread display had some basic gingerbread houses with minions running around, which is kind of cool, but they also had like the Gringotts Bank, and they had the Hogwarts School also. So that was a really neat little display there, and I'm sure they have it at all the other hotels as well. But this was also just a tree at the bottom of the staircase over by two of their restaurants, Jake's American Bar and the Island's Dining Room, and it had fish all over and some fish nets, and it's just really cute. So the resort is decorated for the holidays. It's not in like everywhere, but it's definitely, they have touches of holiday decor here and there, and some beautiful music playing around the resort. Now this here that we're looking at is the Orchid Court Garden. So this is an area in the center of the hotel that you can access from all around the lobby and the lounge areas. You can go out here and just relax. They have tables and chairs and just water features going on constantly, and it's lit up at night just beautifully, and it's a really great place to relax. It's so quiet and tranquil, and just grab a cup of coffee in the morning or grab a cocktail at night and sit out here and just relax. Patrick and I really caught ourselves using this quite a bit and just really enjoying the atmosphere and unwinding or getting ready to start our day. While we were in the lobby, we noticed over where you can buy your tickets and redeem your tickets for the parks. You can also see some advertising for Volcano Bay. They have concept art for that park. That is going to be the third park at Universal Orlando. It's opening up in summer of 2017. I think they're shooting for June 1st opening date, but I thought this is really beautiful, and I think it really fits in that park. The theme of that park is going to fit in perfectly with this resort as well. So if you really want to go on a vacation and have it completely themed to the islands, and you're going to be spending most of your time over at Volcano Bay, I would highly recommend staying at Royal Pacific. Alright, so let's talk about the room. These rooms, again, like I said, last year they were all completely refurbished and updated. They were completely gutted out and redone and are beautiful now. They have all new furniture, carpet, paint, everything. It's really beautiful what they did. I at first was hesitant because I really liked the old design, but I really prefer this a lot more now since I've seen it in person. Now, we had a king suite, so this is not a standard room that you're going to be looking at with me here. This is going to be a suite, and we do not have a kitchen. It still just had a mini fridge with a coffee maker, so there's no kitchenette or anything like that, but you did have a nice office area or a desk area for, because this is a convention hotel as well, so a nice space to work if you're here for work. And then also in that living room area, you had a TV and you had a couch that turned into a sofa. So this suite could sleep 4 people, even though there is a king-size bed in the main bedroom, so you have a separate bedroom from the living room area, which was really nice. The bathroom also features something that the standard rooms don't have. The standard rooms will have a simple tub with a shower, but this is just a shower. It's a walk-in shower, nice size shower as well, and has 2 faucets, so you can have a handheld device, and of course you just have a regular faucet there, which is great. But this is a very spacious room, especially just for 2 people, and they gave us some balloons upon checking in, so you might see those balloons there, the birthday balloons that they gave me. But this was a really great room. I love the wallpaper, the orchids on it. It's not too much at first, and again, when I looked at the pictures of it online, I was like, this seems like a lot going on here. It might be a little too distracting, but when you're in the room, it's actually very relaxing, very nice, very modern. And our view was not of the parks or of the pool because we went for the suite, but if we had gotten a standard room, we would have had a pool view or a parks view, so you can overlook Islands of Adventure and see the Hulk and see Dr. Doom's Fearfall, which is nice. But I did want to have a nice room. The view we didn't really care too much about, but all the views are you have lots of trees, lots of foliage, so there's, it still takes you away. You kind of feel like you're staying at a hotel in Jurassic Park. It's really cool. Now, earlier this year, Loews Sapphire Falls Resort opened up. It's right next door. You can walk to it in just a few minutes, and they're very close, but you don't always see it from your room or from like the pool area, so it's still got some separation. There's still plenty of trees and such kind of separating it, so you don't always see the other hotel. It doesn't ruin the theming of the Royal Pacific or Sapphire Falls. But when you go over to the boat dock, because remember there are taxis, water taxis that take you to City Walk, which is to the parks, and also take you to all the other hotels, which is a complimentary service. It's great. Walking is faster. I will tell you now, walking is faster. But you can go ahead and see from that boat dock the Sapphire Falls Resort. It's crazy because I had not been here since that's opened, so this is my first time being over here and seeing this new bridge they put here for the boats to pass under, and it used to be a beach, so they removed that beach, they put this bridge here. It fits in perfectly. It looks like it's always been there. It's not out of place, and I like how they also were able to keep the theming elements of Royal Pacific, such as the Royal Pacific seaplane across the way there in the lagoon, so you can still see that, and it just adds a nice theming element to the resort, but it's still there. I was worried they were going to get rid of that when they remodeled and added Sapphire Falls. Now, a tip for you guys staying at these hotels: if you stay at Sapphire Falls, Royal Pacific, Hard Rock, or the Portofino, you can take the water taxis to City Walk, but it's faster to walk. It actually really is. Now, of course, I'm younger, so I can walk pretty quick and get where I want to go, and I have a lot of energy, but I know some people want to save as much energy as they can for walking in the parks. So I understand these water taxis are a great resource, and again, they are free, so use them, and they're really relaxing, and they're nice, and they're open air, so it's not stuffy like the friendship boats over at Epcot. So I highly recommend using these if you just want a nice, relaxing journey through the waterways to the parks or back to your resort. But walking is going to be faster. Now, if you're staying at Cabana Bay, you have to either walk or take a motor coach. There is no water taxi service to the parks from Cabana Bay. Now, of course, since we're staying on site at Universal, we went to the park. So we went to Universal Studios Florida. It was my first time going over to the Men in Black area to see the new, I think they're calling this the Coca-Cola Oasis. This was, before it was like just an outdoor area with some misting machines and vending machines, no freestyle machines. And they tore all that down completely. It took a while for them to build this, but it's open now. You go inside this building, it's air conditioned, and they have four or five different freestyle machines for you to just go ahead and use if you have those souvenir cups, which are a great deal. But they have this really cool interactive feature. So you go up to this screen on a tablet, you type in your name, and you hit send, and then on the screen it comes up. It's all digital. It's very animated. It's similar to the animation they have over at the new Chocolate Emporium restaurant in City Walk, if you've been there. So they have these screens all across this wall. It's huge, and then they have these Coca-Cola robots pull up a bottle, and the bottle has your name on there digitally. Now, I was hoping that you'd be able to put your name on the bottle and actually have them have a machine there and print it onto a bottle that you can take home with you as a souvenir. I think that would be super cool. Maybe they'll do that down the road, but as of right now, it's just this digital animation, which is still fun, and get your picture taken next to it when their name's up there on the screen, or videotape it like I did. But this is nice. It's air conditioned in here. You can buy the souvenir cups. You can reactivate them for that day, and of course they have the freestyle machines to go ahead and use. Now, for lunch, we went to the VIP dining experience over at Cafe La Bamba. This is something that you can purchase a ticket for up at the front of the park for $32.98 plus tax, or if you are on a VIP tour with a tour guide, they get to take you here for lunch if you want to go here. So it is kind of an exclusive area. You can purchase that ticket to go in here, or you can go ahead and do a VIP tour to eat here. But it's never full. It never has a lot of people in here, so it's very nice and relaxing if you're looking to go away from the crowds. So come in here. We did an episode on this, I want to say back in June, and I'm not going to go too much into detail about it because I've shown you guys this before, but they did do something new since our last visit. They had a lot more desserts, that's for sure, so I got some pictures of that, but they have something where each week they're rotating a section of the buffet out, and it's going to be featuring different food items from a different restaurant around the resort. Now, this is already what they do here at the restaurant itself. All these menu items are from different restaurants, such as Confisco's and Finnegan's and Lombard's, things like that, but they are now switching it out for more restaurants around the resort. So they had kind of a fajita station from the Mexican restaurant over in City Walk. So they had that there for a week. So they had a fajita bar, which was really, really tasty. And this restaurant is a really great option if you guys are looking to do something different. It's the only buffet at Universal Orlando. And if you want to learn more about that, I did cover, talk about it in a previous episode back in June here on Photo Find. So if you look for that here on the Attractions channel, take a look at that. There's a new Auntie Anne's location over in Islands of Adventure next to the entrance of the Spider-Man attraction, so you can grab some delicious pretzels over there. There's also a location right across from the NBC Sports Grill and Brew towards the entrance of Universal Studios Florida. Now, I'm never one to drink inside the theme parks because I always have to drive home, and I'm always responsible like that. But since we were staying at a hotel that was just steps away from the parks, and I didn't have to take my car, we did go ahead and enjoy some adult beverages while inside the parks. So my first time going to the backwater bar over in the port of entry area at Islands of Adventure was a great experience. I'd never been in there before. Went inside, it's not very big, it's very nice and intimate. The bartender was great and made some great recommendations, and they had some themed drinks, of course, to the park, which was really fun. And I tried the port of entry, and it was delicious. A little too strong for Patrick, but I enjoyed it. I like my strong drinks, and it was really nice to just sit in there and relax. And you can actually, if you're a people watcher like myself, you can sit in there and you can look out through these windows that were open because it was nice weather that day, and just watch people walk through the park while you're enjoying a cocktail. So it's really great. I highly recommend coming here while you're in the parks. If you want to take a break from the kids and let them go do their own thing with mom or dad, you can just enjoy yourself inside the backwater bar. And it's got TVs as well, so you can watch some sports if you're in there wanting to catch a game that's on, and just relax. Well, that will do it for this edition of Photo Finds. I hope all of you have a great week. Make sure you subscribe to Attractions Magazine, and also remember to subscribe to Patrick and I's personal channel here on YouTube. Until next time, make sure you guys get out, you have fun, and you enjoy those parks.